We've got kind of a busy day going on. I'm gonna go work on the barn doors. He's working on the Yukon. Maybe gonna put some new tires on my truck. So we've got quite a bit going on today. So guess I'm gonna take you along for the ride. On the way back from Pennsylvania, we started hearing some strange noises, and come to find out, Mr. Wheel Bearing here decided he had lived a long enough life. If all of you know what a wheel bearing is supposed to be like, you know it's not supposed to be like this. That wheel bearing is completely shot. We are very, very lucky that the wheel did not lock up and cause us to get into an accident. We were in Indianapolis when threw the ABS light on because the bearing got into the sensor. We somehow made it home in one piece, not sure how. Did not realize our wheel was literally about to fall off. But, you know, it all worked out, and it's now getting 2 new front wheel bearings, although we got to put a new axle on as well because the one nut was stuck on and I had to torch it off. Yeah guys, this is the nut I had to cut off last night. Looks pretty snazzy. Okay, I've got this side all back together. Now I'm gonna back it out, turn it around, and put the back in here, and then we'll change out the back brakes real quick. Guys, this is my project for this morning. I'm taking off this barn door, and I'm gonna replace it with the one I made earlier this winter. You can already tell I'm gonna have to take the door jambs off and replace those. They look pretty well rotted out, and hopefully I don't have to do anything behind that. But I'm gonna go ahead and get those taken off. Alright guys, so as you can see, the door is now off. That went a lot faster than the last one on the west side. So I'm going to go ahead and take the jam off and then go get some sawhorses and some 1-bys and put that back together after I tear it apart. Alright guys, so I just ripped off this north jam, and well, it honestly wasn't in too terrible shape. So I'm gonna go and talk to Seth and see what he thinks. I'm not sure we need to replace all of them, but I mean we just might, because I mean we're replacing the door and now's the time to do it. So we might just go ahead and replace those, but I'm gonna go and talk to Seth, take some pictures and see what he thinks, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and take that door jamb off all the way around. I'm going to get some sawhorses and some 1-bys to replace that. And I'm also going to have to get a ladder because, well, I'm kind of short and it's kind of hard to reach that stuff. So I'm going to bring all that over there and tear that off, get it cut, put a new one back on, and, well, get ready to put the door back in. Guys, the Can-Am Defender is the ultimate contractor vehicle. Got my lumber, my ladder, and my sawhorses, and all my tools up here. We're ready to go.
so I got the sides torn off using my nice scaffolding on these new sawhorses that me and Seth built. And then I got the pieces cut for those. They're measured out. They should fit just perfect like the other ones were. Sorry, I can't use the word perfect. They should fit right because they're the same size that the other ones were. And I just measured the top. I'm gonna see if I can put one whole piece across there to cover that up, so that water's not getting inside of there and rotting that wood out faster than it should. So I'm gonna go see if I can't cut a piece for that, and if not, I'll have to put a piece for the jamb right above the door, and then I'll have to fit another piece in the top. So another thing we did today is me and Seth went along and put on some new wheels. And so I bought these this morning, and then we mounted them earlier, and we didn't get any footage of that, but they look a lot better than the other ones. They're pretty corroded, and the new wheels are anti-corrosive. So they'll be pretty good. And my tires have got about 60% tread, so that'll last me probably about a year or so. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. And last week, well, I originally had a DMI bumper on my truck, and last week I went ahead, while they were gone, I swapped that out and put my new bumper on. I still got to put my hitch on, but my truck is not a heavy duty. It's just a 3/4 ton, and I have a heavy duty hitch. So me and Seth are gonna have to rig something up to get my hitch mounted, but we'll make it work. And it's a nice vehicle. I'm really excited. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to working on the barn doors. I'm gonna go ahead and put the jamb back on. Just about forgot something. Can't forget the afternoon coffee. It's a necessity. All right, guys, so I got this jamb installed on the north side. I've got it totally fastened down. I got the south side in. I'm not going to totally fasten it because I want to make sure the door is going to fit and that it'll be tight before I go ahead and put too many screws in, because I want this to be a little bit more airtight than maybe it was. So yep, I'm going to go ahead and get the hinges for the door and the lags and the bolts and get those all ready, and then in a little bit Dan's gonna help me hang them. All right, guys, so I couldn't find the new hinges, so we're just gonna have to go ahead and reuse the old ones. So I got these lined up right here. I'm about ready to bolt them on, or drill the holes, and then I'll bolt them on. So I got the hinges bolted on there now. I just gotta go ahead and tighten all of them. But I have to get this done because cows are supposed to be coming in on the lot tonight, and this door needs to be up. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these and put the door up. I'm not sure I'll be able to do it alone, so I might have to get Seth. He's working on the Yukon still, or go and get Dan. I think he's over at John's. I think 4-inch lag screws. So these will go in the hinge, and they'll go through that jamb that I put in, and hopefully into some wood that is somewhat sturdy. I mean, it looks pretty solid, but I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. No, we have to pull. I'll have to turn from the multi-tool. That's our problem.
Yesterday Ben was working on this door, so we got it just about wrapped up so we can bring the cows in.